So tell us your name and the name of your operation.
My name is Jim Sitz. Our operation is Sitz Angus Ranch in Dillon, Montana. We're a registered C-stock operation. We run roughly 2,300 registered cows and a couple hundred commercial cows, and we buy trade cattle. We breed a lot of outside cattle. We're kind of a diverse operation that tries to work in the betterment of our customers.
So tell us about your sales. How many do you have a year? How many are you selling?
We have 2 bull sales a year, where we'll sell yearlings in the March sale and 18-month-old bulls in the December sale. And something we've started a number of years ago is we have what we call a Sitz influence female sale, where we sell bred female sales in December, and we typically will have 1,500 to 2,200 bred female sales in that sale.
Where do your genetics go? I even saw the Sitz name on some bulls down here in Australia.
Yeah, that was a surprise. I mean, I guess I didn't expect that many cattle to be sired by our bulls down here. I mean, that was a pleasant surprise. But typically most of our bulls would stay within a 10-state radius of Montana. But in any given sale, we could potentially sell into 20 to 25 states.
How important is it for you to have high-level, really elite genetics for your operation?
Very. I mean, there's certain aspects of this business, when you deal with customers, there's the relationship that you have with these customers, and you have to, you have to have a friendship or some sort of relationship with these people, but you also have to have the product that they're after. You can only get by with your relationship for so long before you have to get to a product that's going to keep them in business.
How long have you guys been genomic testing, and how has that kind of helped you through the years?
Well, we started a long time ago. I mean, actually, I was thinking about this the other day. We've actually been genomic testing. We started back in the early 2000s. The game changer is that it kind of gives us an outline to what these cattle, a kind of a cursor to, what they are before we really know what they are, if that makes sense. And that's really helped us, because cattle genetics turn very slow, and it kind of helps us prepare for the future. And we can look at so many different traits, and the traits that are important to us to implement within our operation, and hopefully give us a look into the future, or breeding for the future, for not only to keep us in business, but breeding the genetics that keeps our customers in business.
Maybe describe your relationship with Neogen and kind of the role they've played in helping with that genomic testing process.
Again, it's a people business, and we've been so blessed and so fortunate to be able to deal with Neogen. The people have been second to none. But along with that, they also have the product that we need with it, with the Angus GS test. I think it's a synergy that of being able to work together, and we look forward to being able to work with you guys for many years to come.
How have you enjoyed your experience at the Neogen World Angus Forum, and maybe what have you learned here in Australia?
Oh, I've learned so much. I have really, really, truly enjoyed this tour. I've never got to take a tour down into Australia before, so this is my first one, but hopefully it won't be my last. But I've learned so much from getting on these cattle operations, to seeing what the country looks like, and again, being able to see how many cattle we have working down here. I look forward to, now that I've been down here and have seen a lot of these cattle, as we have more visitors to the U.S., it gives me an idea on what maybe I should be trying to sell them. Sometimes we think we know what we need to sell them, but once you get down here, maybe they just need a little bit different product. The hospitality and the people have been second to none. I have just absolutely, truly enjoyed this whole experience. From the expo, we got to see a lot of cattle down at the expo, and being able to come up here to the forum and listen to a lot of different speakers, and there's a lot of similarities of the issues on what we see here in Australia, but there's also some different ones.
Well, Jim, I really appreciate you talking with us today, and I appreciate the fact that you were our guest down here at the Neogen World Angus Forum, and just really appreciate you coming down.
Well, thank you, Nick. We really appreciate it, and
thanks, sir.
Look forward to many, many more years.
Very good.